back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I want to just jump on here real quick and give you guys an update for all of you who are the Fed workers. If you watch this channel, I appreciate it. First of all, thank you. But I wanted to give you all a brief update of what was going on with the Fed workers and what's going on in the Senate. I think recently, as of last week, the Senate did scrap the idea, because remember what was left on the table was the pension, the supplemental that you get when you are 60. I believe you have to be 60 to get the supplemental up until the age of 62. And they were looking at, well, the House had moved along or had passed the part of the bill that stated that the federal employees will no longer get that, and the Senate has since then scrapped that. So as of right now, y'all, oh, it's raining. So yes, y'all, as of right now, and as I record this video, federal workers will continue to receive this as of right now. But who knows, that could probably change sometime in the future. But that's some good news, right? You know, given all that we've been going through, all this back and forth, back and forth. And what the Senate did do is they kind of rewrote some things, and a lot of these cuts and things that they are going to make for Fed workers, it's going to affect a lot of the new hires. And it doesn't really look good for new hires. I don't know why in the world, in this day and time, why you would want to be a federal employee. I mean, if I was a young person, old person, doesn't matter what age, seeking employment, I definitely wouldn't work for the federal government, not under this administration. And that's what they want, y'all. They don't want people in the federal government. They don't want a federal government, period. They want, well, I'm not even going to get into the politics of it, but you all know where this is going, right? But they're going to make it harder for the new people. They're going to make them pay more into their retirement. I believe they're not going to make that annuity supplement available to them. And they're even looking at raising the amount that the new employees contribute to their retirement. They're looking at raising that up to, I believe, is 14%. That is ridiculous. And that's if you're hired as a protected employee, like the employees, like the federal employees are now, protected under the MSSB board, the Merit Protection Board. If you want those rights and you want to have rights to be able to appeal, you know, certain decisions and adverse actions that are given to you, you've got to pay more into your retirement. And if you do repeal, well, even now I think they're trying to make this law, and if you repeal something or you know, you think you're not being treated fairly and you need to go in front of a board or a hearing, you're going to have to pay like $350 or some amount. You're going to have to pay. And then if you win, you get the money back. But if you lose, then you don't get the money back. So, I mean, this is just ridiculous, just absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, y'all, that's what they're looking at doing. And then if you come on as an at-will employee, meaning they can just fire you, they can do whatever they want with you, they can just, you show up for work one day until you go home, you know, we don't need you no more. If you get hired as that type of employee, I guess the Schedule F they're calling it, then you would just pay the regular, I think, what is it, 4.4% into your retirement. You wouldn't be paying as much. So that's where we're at, y'all. This is just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And then too, they're going to start messing with, coming October, they're going to start messing with the performance plans. So what they're looking at doing is now, and you guys heard me talk about this a little bit earlier with my own performance plan. And what they're looking at, I guess what they call normalizing, and just making everyone just be average. Like no one's going to get, very few people are going to be eligible or get the outstanding marks that a lot of people are used to getting. It's going to be much harder to get that. And it's going to be really hard to just get average. And then what they want to do is they want to start putting people on performance plans. And if you guys have been around as long as I have in federal government, you know that we have some lazy supervisors and leadership out there. And those folks are not going to put people on performance plans. I can already tell you that right now. So everybody's going to be average. Everybody's just going to get meet standards. And that's just how it's going to be. Now, if you have good leadership and they value your work and they see that you go above and beyond, you know, you may continue to get those higher scores. But I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. I don't know what's to come out of all this. But they're starting to mess with performance plans. And they're really, you know, we all know, we see the handwriting on the wall. They're just pushing us out the door. You know, that's what they're doing. And if you're in a place, you know, financially, mentally, you know, you got all your ducks in a row and you're ready, you know, to retire or, you know, just quit even if you know, you don't have enough time in to retire. Yeah, I would get going. I really would. This is just not, it's very toxic right now. This is just not the place, a good work environment to be in for anybody. It's just really, really, really awful. And, you know, the mental anguish that everybody's going through, and, you know, nobody cares, right? But, you know, you have to take care of yourself. So, you know, there is another, I haven't heard that there's another DRP program out there available. I heard rumors that there might be one, you know, towards the end of the year. If you're eligible for something like that and you got the time and the age and the years and all that, y'all go for it. You know, save up your money, you know, prepare financially, because nobody has to, you know, go through this. You know, start a second career, you know, if you can. But yeah, it's just not, I mean, you don't want to be pushed out the door. I mean, don't go unless you're ready, is what I'm saying. But, you know, nobody wants to be pushed or forced. But I mean, a person can only take so much. So I'm in a, you know, kind of between a rock and a hard place myself. I'm 6 months shy of the years, 1 year shy of the age. Even if they were to offer the early out again, I would be eligible in 6 months, but I'm not eligible right now. That's why I didn't take the early out when they offered it. I think they offered it twice. Otherwise, I would have taken it. I would have been gone, you know, and off to my second career doing something, you know, something other than this, right? And the grass is not always greener, so I don't want to give you all that false hope either. You know, private sector is no better. I mean, they're having their own issues, you know, with letting people go and, you know, downsizing and all that, and people getting laid off. So it's just really a hard time for everybody. So we just got to keep our heads up and, you know, just keep plugging along and, you know, saving our money and, you know, doing what we can, you know, to stay on top of all this. Y'all, that's all I have right now for this video. I hope you know, got some value out of this. I hope I gave you some information that maybe you didn't already have, some things you hadn't already heard. Please, if you found value in this video, please give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I see you guys in the next one. Bye.